Hello and welcome to this latest Force 13 project update. Today's date is March the 4th, 2026, and it's going to be an interesting year probably around the whole tropical regions and across the Force 13 channel. Now, there's a few reasons why I've opted to do an announcement or video update today. And part of the reason is because it's obviously become very apparent that we've not been doing very much recently, and I'd like to tell you why. In the last 18 months or so, my health hasn't been the greatest, and it took a much bigger turn for the worse in the last few months. As such, I've really not had a broadcasting voice at any rate, since around December. So as a result, uploads have been very difficult, if not impossible, as it has shown. But we are showing signs of improvement in terms of producing new graphics, in terms of the tropical weather outlook. They're out on a fairly regular basis now, and hopefully will be building up in the frequency, as well as closer regional views of what's going on in the tropics on static images, which we're putting out across social platforms. Also coming up pretty soon, we'll be back towards making more and more shorts as we get the software back up and running for that. And of course, assuming that I stay much better now, we are expecting a lot more of our usual broadcasts that will be coming back to Force 13 very shortly. For instance, we are expecting that tropical weather bulletins will be returning next week. It would have been this week, but another technical issue has caused a lack of internet for most machines. We've only got one machine that's running internet at the minute, so we've had to delay that by a week. But we should have regular tropical weather bulletins back next week, fingers crossed. Of course, the tropics have been relatively active at times, and very sloppy at times as well. Of course, the Australian region's been having most of the action, as well as the Southwest Indian Ocean, with a few systems that have been causing problems. Most notably across Madagascar, which had two major cyclones, the last one being Gezani. Of course, Horatio also gave a little threat towards the Mascarene Islands, nearly becoming a Category 5. We're still not sure whether it has done or yet. Analysis team still deliberating. JTWC did go for Category 5 on that one, very unexpectedly. Also in the tropics right now, I suppose we don't get to do this very often, so we may as well make use of our resources and show you the screen on what's actually going on in the tropics today. We're looking at two systems that are developing right now. Tropical Storm 25S, which looked better earlier on today, not looking so good quite right now, but still producing little bits of convection. It's not going to be a long-lived storm, but it is going to trek a little bit towards the east, could possibly threaten the southern coast of Sumba Island in Indonesia, before really dying off as it starts to get sucked towards Australia and another tropical system that's forming right down there, a new area of interest, which looks like it's about to become a tropical cyclone. 80% chance that we've given it. It's going to be continuing westwards away from Australia out over the Indian Ocean. Now look towards the South Pacific. We've also got another system there, already been tagged 24P by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. However, we're not so happy with how it's appearing right now. It did have a circulation earlier on today, but it looks like it's waned considerably in the last visibles this morning, and now it looks like it's gone away completely, with another system potentially, with another circulation potentially taking hold where that convection is further towards the west. So we've not pulled the trigger on that one yet, but 80% chance is still the number that we're giving, and we are expecting that to become a tropical cyclone and could go on to affect the coast of Queensland, most likely as a mid-range tropical storm. I wouldn't expect us to do many outdoor broadcasts on the tropics in real time, because it is a bit of a palaver getting it all sorted out, but I thought I'd just do that to make things a bit more interesting. Now, what's also more interesting, though, is another announcement that I am about to drop right here, and this may excite some people who have been watching Force 13 for a very long time, and I can tell you that we are expecting to be running Hurricane Week 2026. It's been 4 years since the last one, and finally it looks like we're going to get another. Everyone thought it was dead. Well, it is not. Hurricane Week 2026, the big difference on this one is we're not running it at the end of hurricane season, we're running it at the start. So we are expecting to run that on May the 25th through to the 31st, which of course is Sunday, which leads us right into the Atlantic hurricane season for 2026, and obviously will culminate in the countdown and of course the season predictions. The May predictions, our biggest one in the year. So really looking forward to that. In Hurricane Week as well, we're expecting new music collections. Of course, we've decided to hold back the What Might Have Beens to then, to get a bit of the buzz going on that one. So the Northern Hemisphere What Might Have Been seasons that we normally do in the off-season, we're holding them back and putting them out 2025 What Might Have Beens in May. So look forward to that. Of course, we're gradually reworking the Discord server as well. You can check that out, discord.gg/force13, where you can discuss the tropics with like-minded people around the world and general weather chat, of course. We're going to be doing quite a few more things on there as well. I'd like to get a regular schedule going now. I think this Sunday we are planning to do a server Q&A, so people can just type or chat in with questions that they've got for us during that Q&A session on this upcoming Sunday. And if that goes well, we might do one that's actually live on YouTube and our social platforms in the future as well. So that's that, and let's see, that's pretty much everything on that front. And also, of course, a big shout out to our Ultimate fans. I really hope you have understanding for us in the last couple of months not producing very much, because obviously it's been a bit of a lean period and not fully within my control, unfortunately. If only things were. So, of course, also with me right now we've got, of course, the Force 13 Forecaster mascot, Bobblehead. You may have seen him around before, and of course all the other merch that we've got right now. I just want to point out that at the moment we're sort of running parallel merch stores. We started a new provider, so the store page, store.force13.com, will take you to the new store, which doesn't have many products on it at the moment. It has the essentials, the t-shirts, and also the Force 13 2026 calendars. But if you do want the Legacy merch store, which still has other things such as pillows, hoodies, etc., until we get them onto the new store, you can access the Legacy store in the description. So just wanted to make everyone aware of that, and you can still request full season and individual animations on that Legacy store as well until we get the new one sorted out, which hopefully will be pretty soon. Sadly, the Force 13 umbrella isn't for sale, but there it is, which I think is quite nice. It's massive as well. So there we have it. That's the latest Force 13 project update for March 4th, 2026, and hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of us and the team who are also getting ready for the upcoming Northern Hemisphere seasons and what's left of the Southern Hemisphere, because there is still a fair way to go.